So hey everyone, welcome to another video, and this is going to be the first commentary video on my channel. If you do like it, at the end of the video, make sure to drop a sub. I am almost at 300 subscribers, so it would be great if I could get to 300 by the end of the week. So, in today's video, I wanted to talk a bit about the D'Amelios getting a Hulu show. Now I have a pretty sort of unique take, because I'm not one of the people who's going to be like hating on them and being like, well, they shouldn't have that sort of show. They shouldn't be given that, you know. And they're just TikTokers. They don't get that opportunity. And there's a lot of people online that will be saying that. And so what I wanted to do is offer my take on it. So anyway. In my opinion, I think that the D'Amelios getting a reality show is a very complicated matter. So, I mean, relatively speaking, Charli D'Amelio, Dixie D'Amelio, Mark, and everyone else is very new to the celebrity sort of like just the status. You know, they've only been famous since 2019. And they've already, Charli started in a movie after about a year of being famous, and now they're having their own TV show. And I will admit from the outside, it does make them seem, you know, like they're cash grabbing and they're moving from platform to platform, you know, TikTok to YouTube to, you know, to reality TV. And that does seem a little bit sort of, greedy, and also seems all too convenient that they started a family channel, you know, Mark, Heidi, you know, integrating themselves into their kids' sort of lives on the internet even more than they had previously. It does seem very convenient that they were able to do that, and then a family sort of reality show happened afterwards. It does make you question what Mark and Heidi's sort of role in the family sort of thing is. Now, I'm not going to say that I think that they are like, you know, bad people. They are not. I think they are great people, and I'm also not going to say that they're like, you know, out there to sort of get money essentially out of their kids. I'm not going to say that either, because personally, I don't believe it. What I do believe, though, is that they want what's best for everyone in the family. I think that's, you know, an interesting take on it. I also think that, you know, this reality show, it's going to benefit them all. Let's be really honest with you. It's not just going to benefit the kids. It's going to benefit Mark and Heidi as well. It's going to elevate each and every one of them in terms of fame, which is going to be hard to do. I mean, Charli now has 100 million followers on TikTok. That is quite wild to even think about. She is the biggest followed account on TikTok as far as I know, which is absolutely insane, and she only got there in about a year, so it really is quite a wild thing. But that obviously comes with a lot of negativity. I mean, there will be some people who build up their fan bases over years, you know, to get to that level, and to get from 0 to 100 million in that short space of time. I mean, she had 1 million followers in, like, I don't even know what it was. It was a very short amount of time. That must be incredibly difficult. And what people need to realize, I think, is that that is a very hard decision to make, to have a TV show or to do anything like this when you're that famous. And look, there's going to be a lot of companies that are going to be like all scummy, and they're going to go, you know, we want to take as much out of this image, you know, of this person as possible and sell it. You know, at the end of the day, the network that sells this show is going to have a lot of money involved, very likely. So it's, you know, it's highly likely that there is a huge financial incentive to do this. Now, it's very interesting how Keeping Up with the Kardashians is stopping airing just as this happens. Now, I don't think there's at all correlated, but I think it's possibly going to help the D'Amelios, because people will want a new TV show to watch. But then again, do I think that people are going to want to watch? To be honest with you, I'm going to say it. They are one of the most boring. Like, I'm a Duncan. I really am a fan of Charlie. My account is basically based around her on YouTube and on TikTok. But they're one of the most boring family YouTube channels. Do I think that people are going to want to watch their reality TV show when they're this sort of dry and boring? Like, it's like, hey guys, welcome to our TV show, and I'm so excited to do this. And I'm like, okay, take it down a notch. Like, seriously, it's just not personal enough, I wouldn't say, on their YouTube videos. And it doesn't give me enough to sort of inspire confidence as to what the TV show is going to be like. And so do I think that people are going to want to watch this, especially in the target audience that usually watches reality TV, which is about, from what I can see, 30 to 40-year-olds. Do I think that they're going to want to watch this, especially considering they are not in this TikTok crowd? I mean, if it was like an Instagram or influencer or a YouTuber, they're at least a little bit more connected to this person. But TikTok is just so new and so diverse, then it's going to be difficult for people to have this sort of interest in it. I mean, we've seen that the interest is there. We've seen that there's 100 million people that are willing to watch her content. So the interest is definitely there for a TV reality show. But do I think it's the time for a reality TV show? I mean, Dixie's moved out, first of all. So it's not obviously going to be... she's not going to be in the house, that's not going to happen. It's mainly going to be Mark, Heidi, and Charlie inside the house, and then probably some cuts to Dixie as she comes in and out of the house. But there's not a dynamic that I feel like could work right now. I think that if they'd have given it time, to work this stuff out, it's 2021. They got famous at the end of 2019. I don't think, as far as I know, I think it was like mid to late 2019, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I think they needed to give it time. So they sort of got to know this side of the internet and this side of sort of television more, because they are going to be going into a completely new zone here. I mean, none of them have ever had a TV show, and they're, not exactly the candidates that I would put on TV. If people came to me with a list of two people, either renew another season of Keeping Up the Kardashians, or two options, Keeping Up the Kardashians, or take a chance on this new show, I would probably go for the safe option of Keeping Up the Kardashians. And if I didn't know anything about the D'Amelio family, I would probably pick the D'Amelio family. But from seeing their YouTube channel and from seeing all this stuff, individually, Mark, Heidi, Charlie, and Dixie are all very interesting people, all very diverse, all very, very good people. But I just think that if YouTube was the trial run, which I feel like it probably was, then, they've got to give it more time, and they haven't done that. I mean, rumours have been circulating since well into last year about this happening, this TV show. And when it was confirmed, it wasn't exactly a surprise to, I don't think, anyone. There's probably a couple of people who were like, oh, wow, this is new. But I wasn't surprised. So, do I think that this TV show will succeed? Do I think it'll be good? Will I watch it? Well, I don't know what network it's airing on. So, whether I watch it or not, I don't know, to be quite honest with you. I'd really like to watch it because I'm a huge fan, as I've already mentioned, but I don't know how well it's going to work, and I feel like I want to wait till the reviews and the reception comes out to make a decision, as to whether to watch it or not. And I'm not going to base my opinion of it on those reviews. I'm going to actually watch it before I come back and make a second video about this. Because I want to have a legitimate standpoint on it. I don't want to just go with what everyone else is saying, because that is just that is a behavior that is repeated far too much in the media. They take what other people are saying because it's convenient, and then it just sort of it causes more harm than good because sometimes it's not true. So I want to actually properly watch it before I sort of make an opinion on it. But I think that based on what YouTube's been like, I think that if we're basing it on them as people more than them as a family, it could work really well. I think if we're basing them solely on them as a family, it's going to be very awkward, confusing. I think the dynamic's going to be wrong, but I think that they can improve that. I think if they give it a couple of seasons, it could get better. But a lot of people don't want to wait a couple of seasons, do they? They don't want to wait for that. So do I think it'll be good in the first season? No. Do I think it'll be good after a while? Probably. So anyway, thank you for watching, guys. That has been my take on that. I just wanted to obviously mention about the subscribers. Make sure to drop a like and leave a comment on what you think about this TV show, though, as well. Because here's the thing. I want to get into the algorithm. So, if you can do that, that would be great. So thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe. Have a great day. And see you next time.